It is time for another daily YouTube live stream. I'm Zach. Welcome back. Let's play some games. Today we are back in Cities Skylines working on my Florida themed city. Welcome everybody to the stream. Let's jump in and get started playing. We're going to continue on right where we left off yesterday. We are working on my city. Let me zoom out here really quick so you guys can see everything. This is my beautiful Florida-themed city. It's 55,000 people. It keeps increasing little bits by little bits. And our money's been going up too. We have 12 million, almost $13 million. We just built this beautiful stadium right here in the middle of the city yesterday. Let me zoom in so we can take a closer look. We got a beautiful stadium. I built this as part of the college. This is my university area right here, and so I wanted that university to grow with a great sports program, and so that's what this is all about. Anyway, we connected it up with some trams and stuff, so we now have a tram going from the college to downtown and going to the mall area over here, and that's where I want to start today, is looking at this whole setup and just making sure that it all works correctly. And then we're going to go and look over at the downtown and continue to build this up over here. So I hope you guys are excited as I am, because I love this stuff. I absolutely love it. I've just been enjoying playing Cities Skylines so much since we've come back. I started playing it again this week, and I hadn't played it for 8 months before then. So it's been kind of fun this week coming back to this. All right, so where I wanted to start was looking at education. So, you know, we've been working on the university area. Education is really important in Cities Skylines 2, much more important than Cities Skylines 1, because your citizens have to go through all the different levels of education, you know, elementary school, high school, college. They have to go through all the levels, and there's this thing where they can fail out of school, they may not decide to go to the next level. In Cities Skylines 1, it was the simulation was easy, where all the citizens would just automatically progress through everything. Well, it doesn't always work that way in Cities Skylines 2. You have to really encourage people to go to education. If you don't have a high enough education, you cannot advance in your city. So I want to just do a check, because I haven't looked at this in a long time, of how I'm doing in terms of education. So where is the education tab? Oh, here it is. Education. Okay. Already, we can see a problem. High school is really under capacity, which is really bad. So that means that this is a bottleneck. We have plenty of college room, plenty of university room, although we could throw in some more here, I think. But people are going to elementary school and not able to go to high school to go to the higher levels. Okay. I'm even a little uncomfortable with this elementary school number, because I have all my elementary schools set to zones. So people only go to the schools within their zones. Let's just do a little check here. Well, let's start with downtown, because I know this is an elementary school. Do we have a high school in here? Maybe that's the problem number one, is we definitely would need a high school for the downtown area. Let's see if there's a high school for downtown. Yeah, so the nearest high school is here. Yeah, we definitely needed a high school around here. So let's find a cool downtown style high school. That's kind of cool looking. We have like a older style look. Woltuz is in chat. Hey, welcome to the stream. Saying, hey, wow, you were playing a city builder again? I thought you would never do that. Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah, this week I started playing Cities Skylines 2 again, and I swore I never was going to play this again. Haven't played it in 8 months, and since the new developers took over this game, I've been so impressed with the new update. This new Ice Flake Studios is the new developer studio that took over the game. Yeah, they've just recently put out the new update. I was so impressed. I thought I would give it another try. Ooh, I like this one. What is this? Oh, this is the base game, City High School. This is the China one. This is massive. I'm trying to find a high school that would fit in well with the downtown area. It's the northeast. That's cool. I don't really want something that's this large. There's a small high school. That's kind of tiny. I like this one. $300,000, 800 student capacity. It's not that large though. 800 students. I really want like this, like 2,500 students is really what I want. This is the French high school. What else has a lot? UK has a lot. That has a lot. I mean, 800 is just too small. But I really like the way this looks. We're going to go with this for now. I just like the way it looks. It just looks so cool. And maybe it'll have expansions. Look at that. It just looks so cool. Yeah, it definitely fits in here well. Oh, you know what? We need to upgrade these roads. We still have dirt roads in the downtown. Oh my goodness. Waltz in chat says, there are usually upgrades to schools. You do not have to pay for it till you need the capacity. Oh, there are some pretty cool upgrades. This one is for well-being and recreation. That's 30,000 bucks. This one's an extension floor. Ooh, yeah, we want this. This is an extra 400 students. Okay, let's do that. And let's do this too. We're going to do all the extensions. That's a really cool asset. I really like that. All right, let's do these. Let's upgrade these roads, because if we don't, we're going to be in big trouble. Can't just leave these dirt roads in here. We're going to upgrade right across here. Then we'll upgrade across here. Yeah, we'll just keep going down. All right, this one. Let's continue this one on down. And let's look at this one. This one needs to be upgraded for sure. And then some of these I feel like should be wider. Like this should definitely continue to be wide, probably all the way down to here. But at least down to here for now. Let's use the picker tool. Oh, we're already having problems. All right, so we'll go to there. I need to move this tower just slightly. Come on, tower. Let's just move slightly over this way. Selyang is in chat. Hey, Selyang says City Skylines is finally getting a Raceway DLC. Selyang, I saw the commercial for the Raceway DLC, and let me tell you why I am scared to death about what's about to happen. I think this is very controversial. They did a Raceway DLC. They're going to release it, I believe, this month, and it's for City Skylines 1. So right there, that's problematic, because they're releasing it for City Skylines 1, not City Skylines 2. So everyone in City Skylines 2, including myself, is going to be like, why can't we have the racing DLC? But the real problem is that it looks really good. It looks like a really good DLC, but it looks like it's going to change some of the code in the game. They had to do some code changes to make that work. So that's going to break all the mods for Cities Skylines 1. And none of the modders still work on Cities Skylines 1 stuff. They've all moved on to Cities Skylines 2. I think this DLC is going to completely break Cities Skylines 1. Because if it affects the mods, which we know it's going to do, it's going to break all the mods. No one's going to be able to fix the mods. Everyone's game is going to be busted. I'm really worried about what's going to happen. I was thinking about this all day today. Selyang says, so if I ever return to that city, you could build a functional track. Yeah, Selyang remembers. I built a city with an F1 racetrack, and it was one of the best things I've ever built in Cities Skylines. It was so cool. Yeah, we did it. We did it without the DLC. We did it the old-fashioned way. Selyang, do you know you have a street in this city? We named a street after Selyang. Where is that street? Selyang. Yeah, Selyang Street is the original main street in Gator Gulch, which is this little town over here. This is Selyang Street right here. So Selyang, you are part of the history of this town. Just thought I would remind you. Okay, so we're looking at... Oh, no, we're doing streets. We're doing streets. Okay, so this we upgraded. Why does this intersection look weird? I guess it's such a tight angle. This is probably more of a main street. Let's make this street a little bit wider. Excuse me. Let's make this... Honestly, all these streets probably need to be wider. So we'll go right along here. Just like that. Let's make this wider too. And maybe we'll make this wider too. Oh shoot, I ruined this. Misclick. The road just goes wonky. Okay, I can fix it. Hold on. Hold on. I can fix it. Boom. Nice and straight. Liam's in the chat saying, hey, Zach and everyone, I'm fashionably late now. The party can begin. Selyang says modders still update or replace their mods with new ones, and I believe that DLC will come to this game. And the ports DLC when Cities Skylines did not, their assets out of the old time. It's active on Cities Skylines asset making. Liam says, I was thinking you can always add more lanes on the highway or make express lanes. Yeah, right now we're upgrading our roads, and we're checking our education levels. Did we get everything? Yeah, no more dirt roads. Look at that. Okay, so how is this high school doing? Okay, already 323 students, so that is good. Let's check our education map. All right, so we are in the green now. Okay, so let's set this high school. Okay, I think my high school, I don't think I have that many high schools. Oh, does it not say? It doesn't say what my high schools are. I think I only have... I think only this is a high school. This is a high school. Oh, it's almost full. Yikes. This one is set... Oh, it is set to districts. Okay, so this is set to... all of... Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is set to all of these. So we just set one. So we should just make this just downtown. And then we should have a high school over here somewhere. Okay. So since this one is almost full, let's just add another large classroom. That should be a pretty easy fix for this. We can select this, do add a large classroom building. That's another $100,000, but we can do it. We can just stick it right on here. Boom. We might have to move it just a little bit. We'll use move it. Can I not move? Oh, I guess I can't move these things. That's all right. It's okay. So that should have added a lot more capacity to this guy. Okay, so it's not in the red anymore. Now it's in the yellow, but that's okay. Then we'll go over here. We'll set the district of this to downtown only. And then there should be a high school in Gator Gulch. Where is the high school here? I do not remember. Okay, this is the elementary school. Where is there a high school? Is it this? Oh, it's this. I remember now. This is the high school. Oh! It's fully red. Oh my goodness, that is problem number one. Okay, so we have a high school here. Let's just add a second high school. We can add it over here in like Oakwood or something. Yeah, so we could say, because this high school handles Gator Gulch and Oakwood, basically, these two districts here. So we have the high school here. This is one high school. We'll add another high school like over here. So we'll just add like a road coming up here. I mean, we got space around here. What is this? This is the dairy house. This causes a little bit of noise, a little bit of pollution, but the kids should be able to focus, right? I mean, we got all this nice land by the train track. It'll be good. So we'll just add up here, go up here. No, we'll go from this side. Let's add a little bit of room for a parking lot. Okay, we added a node here, so let me change this. This is a 2-lane road. Just change that little segment there. Wait, what is this? Why does this look like this? Yeah, it's a 2-lane road, but it has like wide sidewalks or something. Is this like a bus stop? What is this? Oh, this must be a bus stop. Usually I'd be able to see the bus stop though. Oh, I see it. It's right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's like a little bus stop sign. Liam says, what are your citizens complaining about now? Oh, probably, looks like death care and health care are the big problems. We haven't even looked at that yet. We're still going over education. Selling says, sounds like development on both games will not stop. They continue supporting both games. Paradox Mods has a lot of assets like food places and store buildings and stadiums and F1 stuff. Yeah, I mean, I think it's good that they're supporting both games. But I also think it's going to lead to a lot of problems. You know, I don't play Cities Skylines 1 anymore. But if I did, I would be angry that they were releasing DLCs for it. Because it means that it's going to break the code of the game. And if you're using mods, all the modders will have to come back and fix their mods for this old game. I think it's just going to cause problems. And I just say this because I'm a huge fan of Ark. I play a lot of Ark. And this just happened with Ark, where you have Ark 1 and Ark 2. And people who are playing Ark 1 were happy with it. They're like, we're playing this old game. We're happy with it. They released a new DLC for Ark 1. It completely broke the game. And none of the modders came back to fix the mods. And like people were just stuck with a broke game. Like everyone who had save files for Ark 1, they could not play their game. It was crazy. So I'm just so worried that that's going to happen to Cities Skylines 1. I hope it doesn't, but that would be really bad. Okay, let's get in a high school. How about, I mean, we don't have enough room. I'd love to do one of these big, gigantic ones, but there isn't that much room here. This is a small high school. How many students is this? 400? I mean, we don't need that many. That's pretty big. This is beautiful. What a beautiful school. It's got like the gardens and everything. Should we do this one? It's a little bit big, but it's just a really beautiful looking asset, I think. All right, we're going to do this. Oakwood, I feel, deserves a nice, beautiful school. I mean, they have to live next to the train tracks, so we'll give them a beautiful school. Look at how gorgeous that looks. What a beautiful high school. 800 students. We're going to select Oakwood and Gator Gulch and the Energy Zone. Look at that. And we'll do a little pathway here too, so people can just walk. They can just walk through on a pathway. Let me grab all of these trees. Just grab all these trees and just move them on down. Give myself some space. We'll go grab a pathway. I think it's in here. Paths, pedestrian path. We'll start from over on this side. We'll turn off snapping. And just go from like there. Nope. What is it doing? Oh, this is a parking lot. No, we need to go from here. Just like that. Yeah, so we have like this is like an industrial plant here. And then we got the school here. And we should do some parking. They have some parking here already. And they have the bus stop is right here. Let's add some more parking. I feel like they deserve their own parking lot. So we don't need anything too big. Maybe we'll just do like 2 of those. 2 little parking spots there. Just some extra parking for the school. Let's add in a couple of trees. A couple more trees. Maybe some nice birch trees. We'll do it. Use our line tool here. Oh, that's too close. It's too close. Something like that. Yeah, I want to block this off from the train track. So people don't have to look at the trains. I am really happy with this. I don't know why. This high school is just making me so happy. The problem is this is Oakwood. And it's named Oakwood because of all the oak trees that are around here. But it's kind of a crummy place to live. You got these like tall skyscrapers packed in here. Everyone's sick because they get pollution that's blowing in from these smelly farms that they're right next to. So this is blowing pollution over into their giant apartment buildings. And their school is right behind this like industrial dairy farming plant. It doesn't seem to be like the best place to live. So I feel like they deserve to have a nice school like this. Let's see. What are you guys saying in chat? Waltuz says, I think they might still be making much money on CS1 to just walk away. Liam says, maybe put a second train stop in the city, and that will help traffic. That is a really good idea, Liam. We're going to look at that in a second. Waltuz says, if I was going to add something to CS1, it would have been mixed use, though. That is a good point. They did need that in CS1. Selying said they say use mods at your own risk. Mods will break even on Nexus mods for games like Supermarket Simulator broke during updates, but it did not stop 2 cents plus from playing the game he wanted. And they were quick to fix or replace the mods. Selying said your train line is close by as well. You can have a small station there. Oh, I see what you're saying. You guys are saying put a train station right here, right by the school. I see what you're saying. I don't know if I want to do that. That's a good idea, guys. So right now, I have 2 train stops in this whole city. I have a train stop in Gator Gulch, and I have a train stop downtown. And you're correct that it goes right by Oakwood. I'll have to think about that. I don't like having too many train stops because I feel like train stations are pretty expensive, and I just don't know if I would... I'm the mayor of this. I don't want to spend money on this. I want to spend money on other things, but that is a good idea. This is not where my rich people live, though. Oakwood, I don't know if I would spend... In real life, they wouldn't get that many taxpayer dollars in the poverty area of the city. I don't know. We'll come back to that. It's a good idea. Yeah, these guys really don't have any mass transit other than the bus stop. All they got is the bus stop. They got their one bus stop. Okay, so now looking at education, we just added 2 high schools. Now we're definitely in the green. I think everybody's good. So this should affect our capacity. I do feel like we should add more university. I think that would be helpful just to encourage more people to go to the university. And I should go through and check elementary schools, but I'll probably do that off stream. I am worried we don't have enough elementary schools, but I'll look at that in the future. Liam says, rich people don't take the trains. Waltu says, most American cities have 1 train station at best. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, train stations are expensive, so you don't usually have that many of them. Something I have been thinking of, though, is adding a subway in here. If I could look at, let's see, can I pull up all of my mass transit options? Yeah, okay, so this shows everything. So you can see the train is the orange. This is the orange train line. I got a bunch of trams. So these pink lines are the trams. So I have this tram, the tram goes all the way down to here. And then there's a tram that goes down to downtown. And then there's a tram that goes back and forth here. So this whole loop kind of has good tram coverage, which is good because this is where most of my city lives, is over here. But I really want to have some kind of connecting loop here that takes people from downtown right to the coast. I think that makes a lot of sense, and I think that would be a good choice for a subway. And I'm thinking maybe like right down this central corridor. Or no, maybe down here. Maybe it starts here, because this is the train station. It's got to start near the train station and go down, and maybe we could just cut down across underground and like end up down here. Like right in the middle of this area. But maybe it should go to the harbor. Maybe we should have it go down here and then end up at the harbor. That's another option. I mean, it's a subway, so we could put it anywhere, really. Yeah, because then people could come off of here. Where do we have these? We have the bus stops. Yeah, we have a bus. You can see we have a bus loop that goes around this whole area. Where could we put a subway stop? Let's look down here. Okay, this is Brisa Marina. This is kind of my oceanfront property here. We have our pier with our cruise lines coming here, our cruise ships. And we have all these cool, like we got a park here, we got a plaza here, we have a giant cinema, and the oceanarium is right here. So we got a lot of cool stuff along the waterfront here. Yeah, so let's figure out a place. We could even put it, we got a little bit of room here. We could put a subway stop here. That'd be a good thing. I don't want to put it too close to the water because that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It would like flood all the time if it was right near the water. But maybe right here is a good spot. Right next to the parking garage here. How much room is in this? Yeah, we even got room in this parking garage still. Selling says Oak would have a small station, not a big one. We have a light rail running through our version of what you built here only because the line is close. Do not do it if it was not that close. Woltu says if you have under 10,000 people, that's not a town, not a city. It's the smallest city on Earth. To have a train subway system has 130,000 people. Liam says, I guess you're right. Subway is better, but your city is not big enough yet. Maybe you need more buses. Well, hopefully it'll be, I imagine, I mean, this is the downtown we're planning. If we're 55,000 people right now, I bet when this gets built up, we'll be 100,000 people. That's what I think. So I'm trying to plan for that. Hitting 100,000. Selyung says you want to plan the subway to go to the future airport. That is a good idea. I don't know where the airport would be. I'm guessing the airport would be out here somewhere. Maybe over here. So if we had a subway line here, the subway line could continue off this direction to wherever the airport ends up. Maybe put it on the pier could be the station. Let's look at the pier. That's a really good idea too, because this is land here. You know, we could put it like down here or something, although this is someone's... Did I have fences here? I thought I had fences here. No, maybe I just had fences here. Yeah, that's right. This was just a parking lot. Yeah, so we could squeeze something in here. Or what about in here? What about this plaza? This is almost perfect. Yeah, we could put it in this cool little plaza here. Yeah, this is... I really like this idea. Yeah, we built this plaza. This is next to these like really kind of signature looking houses. We got this row of beautiful colored houses here. Right next to the waterfront. These guys are all polluted and unhappy, I'm sure. Oh no, they're happy. These guys are happy even with the pollution. Their their buildings are so cool, they don't mind the pollution. Celine says, yes, that is a good spot. Liam says, I would just do a line following your main business density and residential density. All right, how big is the subway? The subway stops. Let's see. Subway. Oh, I forgot about this. We have to build a yard first. Oh, wait a second. Do I have to unlock something? Maybe I'm not... No, I'm... Oh, yeah, I know it's not unlocked yet. Okay, let's unlock this. Thank goodness I have points. Okay, subway is unlocked. Let's unlock the airport, too. Because we can do that later. Okay, we have to build a subway yard first. Oh, my goodness, these are massive. Okay, so probably up here somewhere is where we'll put the yard. It's huge. It's huge. We have to put it over here. I'd love to put it right next to the freeway. So as you're driving down the freeway, you can kind of look over and see the subways on the train tracks. I just think that would be really cool. We'll have to buy this square here, but maybe just like place it along the freeway, like right here. I mean, because, come on, you don't really want to build anything else by the freeway anyway. So let's buy ourselves a square. We'll buy this one. And let's put in our rail yard. It looks like we do have a smaller one, but I want the big one. We're just going to go with the big one. Okay, is this lined up how I want it? That's close enough. I like that. That's pretty cool. It's poking out a little bit. Let's move it. Let's adjust it just a touch. Let's move it this way. Let's grab these trees and delete some of these trees. Okay, no more trees. And then do we have any extensions in here? What are the extensions like? Oh, gosh. So if we need more... Oh, I should have left myself more room. Because if we're going to need more subways, I'll need this over here. I don't think we're going to need more subways. I don't imagine building a huge subway network. How many subways does this have? 8? Wait, it says out of 2, out of 1. No, 9. Oh, I see. There's 10 total vehicles available. Will I need more than 10? I don't think so. Well, let's hope not, because I'm not leaving any room for expansion. All right, let's draw on a road with this guy. Just connect this guy up. Liam says, I put my yards in the industrial areas. Well, this is kind of an industrial area over here, I think. Liam says there's 2 types of yards. Yeah, I think they just added one to the game. All right, so going back over here, now that we have that in place, let's go ahead and put our subway stop right here. And there really isn't that many subway stops. There's like an elevated station, which I'm not going to use anywhere. We're not going to do anything elevated. There's like this big underground station, which I don't really have the space to use anywhere. Maybe we'll use it downtown. And this is another, yeah, there's just a bunch of elevated stations, but we're not going to do anything elevated. Mostly, I think we're just going to use this small subway station, or subway stop. Okay, I'm going to have to move some of these items. Maybe I'll just delete some of these. And these guys we'll just grab and just slide on down to here. Maybe we'll rotate them a little bit. And is that enough space? Yes. Look at that. All right, we don't want the fence. We're going to take off the fence. But we'll leave the little bike racks in case anyone wants to park their bike. All right, so we have our first subway station. Oh, no. What happened to this palm tree? Yikes. It's a yikes from me. Like, seriously, is this dead? What's the deal with that? Hold up. Oh, yeah, it was dead. Okay, I brought the palm tree back to life. I was like, that looks really funky. Liam says that is a great idea to put a station there. Yeah, I really love it. This has turned into a really cool area. Okay, so one station by the beach. And then I think we'll just come up this way. We'll put a station by the hospital here. We have a little bit of room right here. And then down here, we'll have another station probably right across from the post office. Maybe we'll use the bigger station here. Put it right on the corner like that. Yeah, this is the new station. And this one comes with some cool upgrades, I believe. So let's say this has extra platforms. We don't really need extra platforms. Entrance roof. Yes, look at, we want that. So it has a little elevator too. That's cool. And then we'll need a subway stop right across from the train station. Lovely. All right, now we just need to connect them up. And we do that with our double subway tracks. Selling says the yard could be the yard in the industrial area. Some packs of the workshop may have smaller options for yards. Yeah, I think there are, but I mean, I like this yard. I like the kind of the big look. I like the idea of driving on the freeway and looking over and see all of the subways on there. I just think that's cool. Okay, here, I think you have to connect these around. So maybe we'll just do around a turnaround kind of thing like this. Something like that. Did that not connect? Wait, what? This isn't one way, is it? I don't know how these work. Do I need to upgrade this? Yeah, these just aren't really connecting in very well. Let's draw this in again. I'm not exactly 100% familiar with how these subway tracks are supposed to work. Okay, that's a little bit weird, but we're going to use move it to adjust this a little bit. Oh my goodness. That got even worse. Oh dear. I just want this to look good. Can I grab this? Come on, come on. Yeah, we'll do something like this. Just make the curve a little bit smoother. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Something like this. And then can we just drag these lanes into this bigger one? No, we can't. Well, how are these supposed to connect into here? Maybe something like that. Okay, didn't quite make it. Let's try it again. Nope. It wants to be more gradual to connect up. I don't know if I'm going to make this work. Oh, I just ruined everything. Oh, dear me. We got one hooked up. Maybe I can connect this into this one? Maybe I just need more room. Maybe I just need to expand this out more. I don't know. Liam says there are rail lines. You need more gradual curves. I think you're correct. Oh, I missed this. Liam said he got a midterm exam, got an 80%. At least it's passing. Congratulations, man. That is awesome. I know you've been working on that. So Liam says, I like Metro Overhaul mod. It was brought to the base game of this game from being a mod in Cities Skylines. I do not know if you ever use it. I don't know if I have used that. Okay, we're going to go outside of the lines here. And I never do this, but this I wasn't expecting this to be so difficult. So we're just going to do a little bit of changes here. Yeah, you're right. We just needed a little bit more space in here. So this can go straight into like here. That looks great. This one can go straight into here. Oh, it still didn't connect up. Something like that. Okay. Nope. This is going the wrong direction. Hold on. Let's do that again. Great. That is a nice looking curve. All right. So there we go. Okay. That looks pretty nice. I actually like the way that looks. All right. Took me a little bit of finagling. We figured it out. It just took a while. And then we just need one of these to go into the actual subway. I'm not exactly sure how this works or which one we need to do this off of, but I think it's this one. I think maybe it doesn't matter. Let's just pick one. Let's go off of this. We're going to page down, go underground. Okay, now we're underground, and we got to connect up all of our stations. Okay, so there's one here. We're going to kind of loop around, do a loop-de-loop. Connect into here. Now let's just see. Did that... No! I forgot there's a... Does this intersect with this at all? It doesn't look like it. Is it that far down where it doesn't intersect? Because I would think it would. I don't know how this is possible. How could it not intersect with that? It's like right here. Did we find a glitch in the game? It's literally going through. Or, I mean, is it that low? Is it that much lower than that? Maybe it is. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, we'll say it's that low. Okay. Liam says merge all the lanes down to one. Yeah, I think you're right. We'll do that. Okay, this one we'll just continue out here into this subway stop. Then we'll go from here down to this subway stop. Then we'll go from here down to this guy. Oh no, we didn't connect. Let's try it one more time. We almost got it. There we go. Now we got it. All right, so now we got to put in our stops. Oh, no, there's already stops in there. Okay, that's good. And we got to put in our route, the subway line. Okay, so we're going to start down here with these guys. I can barely see this. Okay, start there. Go to here. Go to here. Go to here. And that's it. There's just 4 stops. Yeah, it's not that big of a subway line. Did I miss any? It just seems like that's so short. Nope, I got one there. Got one there. And then it ends there. Okay, all right. We got it. And then they should be coming out of here any minute. Let's keep watching this. Unless I have to connect these up. Oh, shoot. I don't know if I left enough space here. Oh, no. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I didn't even have to connect it up. I just saw one go out of here. So what should I do with these? Maybe what I'll do is I'll have these come out like this. And do the same kind of thing over on this end. Like maybe this curves around. There, that connected. All right. Yeah, I don't know if this necessarily makes a whole lot of sense with this like turnaround area, but it's working. So we'll just say it makes sense. We'll say this is our subway yard here. Okay, what is going on here? We got ourselves a little garbage truck. I'm noticing I'm getting a little. Let's go to graphics. Yeah, there's a setting there. That setting I just showed you guys, this will create like a little ghosting effect, and it has to do with your NVIDIA card. For some reason, it creates like a little ghosting effect. And I don't understand, and I change it, and then whenever I restart the game, it switches back. It's this setting here, anti-aliasing quality. It's defaults to this, and I change it to this, and I don't know what any of this stuff means, but it fixes it. And it stops it from having that like weird ghosting thing. And I don't know why I can't get it to stay. Like it always defaults back to whatever that other setting is. It's so weird. Waltu says, yeah, it connects around the back. Liam says, okay, it makes sense. No, not really, but... Selling said there's a beautiful park, design candy built in Cities Skylines, Cranberry County, city near the university town neighborhood. I think it would be cool if you built something like that or something similar. I'll have to go look it up. Design Candy does some really cool stuff. Okay, so let's just do a double check on the line we just created. It's a subway line. Subway line 1. This will be downtown to Brisa Marina. 1% usage. It's green. We got one train on it. We can only have 2 vehicles on this? That seems pretty wild. Hopefully more people will use it. Maybe I should drop the ticket price. I'm going to drop it to 4. I hate to make it free, but we'll drop it down to 4. I would really like people to use it. Selling says, is there PC settings or launch options you can use to fix that? I don't think so. Waltu says you don't have that many people in your whole city. Yeah, it's still pretty small, but one day it'll be a big city. Okay, let's look at this death care. We have all these people complaining about they're waiting for a hearse. 15 people are waiting for a hearse? Oh, dear me. I think we have a problem. Let's look at death care. We have death care over here. Maybe no one has death care for the downtown area. Death care. Death care is right here. Okay, what is this? Oh, yeah, these guys aren't covering downtown. That's what the problem is. Is this guy covering downtown? Yeah. Okay, so that is the problem. Let's get in a cemetery, or a crematorium. Something that would fit in downtown. I wish there was a skyscraper crematorium. Where could we put it? Maybe something like over here? Just towards the edge of downtown? This is kind of expensive. We'll put it right here. What does this look like? That's a cool looking building. I like it. So this will be just for downtown. We'll do it for downtown and Brisa Marina. So both of these guys, boom and boom. And that should take care of our crematorium problem. For the meantime, I will also update these crematoriums. So there's one here. We'll add downtown to this guy. And then there was another crematorium, I think, over here somewhere. Yeah, over here. No, that's oh no, there's just one. Okay. So that bumped up our crematorium availability. We have crematorium or cemetery availability still. Healthcare should be pretty good. All right, so that should clear up these issues here, I think. Liam says, it seems like you don't have the subway going in all the city, but I may be wrong. Really? Let's look at that again. Here's the subway. So it starts out at the ocean, then goes to the hospital, then goes to the post office, then goes to the train station. Yeah, so we have everything. Good for asking, though. Woltu says, I feel like the designers of the game repeatedly did not understand how death care works. Most people die in a hospital, and those have freezer-equipped morgues that can store corpses for months. Selying says, I use launch options after I have the blurry issue pop up Better Mart Simulator, a multiplayer supermarket building game which happened after the last update, first launched before they reverted back to the fix. Issues before re-releasing. I had to do PC settings stuff and launch options to fix that. Liam says, is the traffic fixed? Not at all. But I'm hoping adding this like mass transit stuff will help with the traffic. I do want to take a look at this guy. Okay. Ooh, I love this. Okay, so this is one of the trams we added last time. And I love how it does this like little loop-de-loop. It like does this little loop-de-loop that we added around the school. It's kind of pointless, but I think it just looks cool. Let's take a ride on the tram and just see what it looks like. This should be heading towards downtown. Oh, that's really noisy. Can I turn that down? Hold on. I'm going to turn the sound down. Ugh, it's noisy for me. Okay, there's the stadium. We can see the stadium coming up on our right. And we should be stopping the next station. Okay, this is the stadium stop. Oh, that's cool. It tells at the bottom of the screen, it tells you where we're stopping. That's cool. Okay, so the next stop we're coming to is the Old Town stop. Oh, you can see the speed at the top right of the screen with the number of passengers. That's also very cool. Look at all the people waiting. We're up to 72 passengers, 74 passengers. This is cool. I love the whole interface that they've created. This is all new. Is this I feel like Is this like a new update that just rolled out? I feel like it wasn't like this before. Okay, we're turning into downtown. You can see the buildings in the distance. We're going to be riding the tram over my massive intersection. Liam's, or Selying says that's a good start for the subway line while the city is small. May by the tram and bus could connect. Oh, he's saying maybe the tram and bus can connect to the subway line. Well, yeah, there's stops all along the way that are nearby. Okay, so this is going to stop by the big plaza. Got another tram coming along. And look at all the people waiting. That's cool. I love it. All right, so the trams look like they're all working as I intended. That's fantastic. While we're down here at downtown, I don't know why the tram was that noisy. That was really noisy. Okay, I'll bring the sound back up. Something else I wanted to look at downtown is there's some more buildings. I feel like we should put in the city hall, like the official city hall for the city, and we're obviously going to put that downtown. So I believe that's under administration. Administration. So there's welfare office. Is there like a city hall kind of? Oh, we already put in this French city hall. Where was this? It's been so long, I don't remember where I put all of this stuff. Oh, I think it's this over here. Oh, I think it's this. Yeah, it's this. Oh, this is kind of cool. Yeah, French City Hall. So technically, this is our city hall in the center of the Old Town district. I don't mind that so much. That's kind of cool. Can I place a second one? City office, $1.2 million. Ooh, that's cool looking. It fits really good here too. This is part of the Japan pack. It's kind of a downtown administration building. Here's another old style city hall. That could be interesting. Ooh, modern city hall. That's very cool looking. You could put that in like right here. It doesn't quite fit though. Here's the China City Hall. Have like a Chinese flair to it. Eastern European. There's another Chinese City Hall. Ooh, here's the central bank. That's what we need in here. Ooh. That is a gigantic skyscraper. I don't know. Is this something we should put in our city? It's just a little too big. I don't know if I'm ready for that. That's quite large. Maybe we'll hold off on that for now. In terms of city halls, I like this Japanese one. It just fits in here so perfectly. We're gonna go with this. This will be my official downtown city hall. Okay, so the old city hall is in the old town area, and then this is the new one. I think that fits in there really nicely. Liam says the skyscraper looks like it will fit. Really? I don't know. I don't know. It seems a little too big. Selling says the workshop has several stadiums, a Whole Foods Market, Target, Walmart, Home Depot, Costco, IKEA, Barnes& and Noble, Starbucks, KFC, and other restaurants. It's in the old town. The city hall could have a plaza with a water feature and a sitting area. Let's get the central bank. I'd really like to get the central bank in here, which is this one. It's kind of big, but I definitely think we could put it somewhere. Maybe would it fit in here? No, it's too big. Gosh, where can we put this? Maybe over here, like maybe across from the train station. I would hate to lose all of this real estate. I mean, maybe we put it, could we put it in here? You know, it would fit in here, I think. Yeah, it would. We'd have to change our tram networks a little bit. But it would fit in perfectly, like right here. Let's go for it. This seems like a good spot for it. Okay, let's adjust this. We'll add in another road. We'll put this in, central bank. Then we'll add the tram tracks back in. How do you add them onto this road? Oh, no, these are the subway. We want the tram. Okay, perfect. Just like that. And then we want to connect it up to like right here maybe. So maybe we'll do something like, we'll start from here and just go in like that. Delete the end there. Perfect. And that they should automatically adjust the routes. Yeah, look at it. It automatically just adjusts everything. And boom, look at the central. Oh, that is so perfect. I'm so glad we squeezed this in here. That is so perfect. We now have a central bank. Oh my goodness, that's so much money. Wages, that is a lot of money. 80 employees though. Negative 50% loan interest plus 1 happiness tax tolerance citywide. I really like that. Cool. All right, we're going to need to add more buildings and stuff in here. Selling says he has a better spot. My idea wouldn't require to reroute the trams. Are you thinking down here? I'm saving this spot for a stadium. So we have this stadium, but I want a bigger stadium, like a football stadium or something over here. So I'm not doing anything with this. This is my stadium area. I haven't found, I don't think that there's one on the workshop yet. I was looking at the workshop, and I can't find that there's any stadiums that I could use. Wall2 says, is banking a metric in this game? It's not really. There's loans. You could do loans. This is what I think it's about. I think it'll give you, I think I get a better interest rate now that I placed that. But I'm at the point where I don't really need loans, although I might at some point. I think when I do the airport, I might need loans because some of the stuff does get pretty expensive. Liam says Zach just spent a lot of money. Yeah, I think we just spent like 2,000 or 2 million bucks. Liam says this weekend we spring forward. Really? Does the time zones change this weekend? All right, let's see if we can get some more signature buildings in here. Some of these are kind of cool looking. These are too big to fit under on my blocks. Like, this looks like a cool looking one. What is this? Ooh, these are all so cool. Okay, this will fit. This one is not going to be a problem. Let's put this guy right in here. This is a residential building. I think that looks cool. Yeah! Oh, I love it. And this has an addition, too. A wellness center. Ooh, yes, we'll add that. Makes people healthier. Look at all the bonuses. I love it. Okay, that adds... Holy cow, we already have 88 people moved in. That's 300 more residents. That's taken all my demand. What else could we put in? What is... Yeah, I want to fit this guy in. I think... I might just have to delete some of the, like the plaza and stuff to make this work, but I think it'll look good right here. Yeah, because we have all these parking spaces. I don't know if I'm going to lose all those parking spaces. Let me just try this. Let me just try. How much of this can I delete? Yeah, I can just delete the parking spaces. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't really need to delete all of them. I just need to delete these over here. Let's put that in again. We're going to put the whole thing in again. Is this costing me money? I don't think so. Okay, let's do this one piece at a time. So I think probably delete these. Probably need to delete whatever this is. Delete that. Okay, and then I think... Oh gosh, we'll have to delete these like little networks. Yeah, I don't know if this will work because it wants to be connected up here. Oh, did I just ruin this building? I might have just ruined this building. Okay, hold on. We're going to try it one more time. Let me just make sure I didn't ruin this building. Yeah, no, that one's okay. All right, I might have to... I really like that building here. Maybe, I mean, I could put it this way. Although it's still too big. I could put it over here. It's still too big. Are you kidding me? This building is just crazy. Will it fit here? It won't even fit here. I think that's a good spot for it, though. Let's do this. We're going to delete this guy. I'm determined I'm going to fit this in. Boom. Done and done. Oh my goodness, this has good views too. Look at the views of the harbor and the oil fields. I actually really like that there. Okay. Took a little bit of finagling, but I think it works. Let's put this road back in. All right, so that took all of our demand, just putting all this in. 750 houses, potential 300 houses. All right, we're probably going to need more like commercial and stuff. But I think that's a good place to end it right there. But look at our downtown is growing. It is growing. Wall2 says, I'm so glad we do not have daylight savings time. It's such a stupid idea. We need medium-sized buildings working up to the super tall buildings. Liam says, you need more parking downtown. Leave the parking lot and move the roads. Well, I like what we did. We ended up moving down here. I think that was a good choice. You are correct, though. We do need more parking. For sure. Wow. But we accomplished a lot today. We got in a new subway. We got in some new buildings. We fixed some education problems. So I'm feeling things are pretty good. We fixed the crematorium problems, although there's all these people complaining still. Is this doing anything? Maybe this needs more vehicles. Is there a way I can add vehicles? Oh no, that's a parking lot. Hold up. Oh, I can add more vehicles. I can do it. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, I'm just waiting for this number to go up. It's not. Oh, it is going up. Oh yeah, I see the cars are coming out right here. Okay. That's cool. Look at that. You can see inside. You can see the little hearses in here. That's cool. I like it. Great. All right. That's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. And everybody remember, no matter what is going on in your life, to always do something fun every single day. Until next time, this is Zach signing off.